Hello, Airdrie. I hope everybody's having a great day. I'll be continuing on with my Let's Talk series discussing election issues shortly, but I wanted to take a quick break from campaign videos to bring up something I've noticed during this election. The candidates have been getting a large number of questions from citizens, which is great and awesome and encouraging to see. As we all know, unfortunately, Airdrie has had a historically low voter turnout, but this level of engagement that we're seeing is very encouraging, and I'm hoping that it is going to lead to a very large turnout at this campaign and this election. But as a candidate, I have a kind of a peek behind the curtains, so to speak, as to what is on citizens' minds. So I thought I would share with you and provide a little bit of insight. So Airdrie, let's talk about the one key issue that is dominating voters' minds. And that issue, or group of issues, of course, is COVID and the various government responses. This is more of a PSA, so I'm going to keep campaigning and my personal opinions out of it. I'm responding to everyone who reaches out, and I will talk more on it in a future video, but that's not what this is about. I understand that COVID is forefront on everyone's minds. It's on mine as well. How could it not be based on the world that we've been living in for the last year and a half to almost 2 years now? Based on the large number of emails I've received, though, it is the one and only topic some people want to hear from candidates on. Now, please keep in mind that most of the mandates and rules coming down are from the federal and the provincial level. And the number of decisions left to the municipal level are actually quite few, comparatively speaking. There's obviously decisions to be made and there's choices that are made there, but compared to the response as a whole, it's actually not as large as you may think, as far as the decisions that we get to make as a city. Now, I realize these issues are important to all of you, and they're very important to me as well. I understand. I get it. And I do know that how a candidate feels about them might give you some insight into them as a person and if you're inclined to vote for them. Perfectly understandable. And I want you to please keep asking those questions. Keep having that dialogue because there's important discussions to be had around them. However, I'm encouraging all of you out there to look further into each and every candidate, their words, and more importantly, their actions. Hopefully, a year down the road, this will no longer be an issue. And that leaves 3 years of your chosen council running and operating the city. A candidate agreeing with you on COVID-related issues doesn't necessarily mean they share all of the feelings and opinions that you have on city matters as a whole. They might not. But that information is out there in candidates' profiles and platforms and social media and everything else and the forums. So I guess what I'm just saying is make sure that you go out and find out what each of these campaigns is about and don't base this election solely on their opinions on COVID-related issues. That's all. No campaigning. As someone on the inside, I'm seeing what people are asking of candidates and wanted to pass that along to you. Be passionate. Ask questions that concern you. All I'm asking is that you research all of the candidates and where they stand on all of the issues. I would hate to see this election decided by an issue that truthfully we as your council actually play a small role in, and something that hopefully, fingers crossed, isn't even going to be a concern a year or two down the road. So be safe, everyone, and continue to press us all to speak our truths to you. Until then, we'll talk later.